Hey there, hi there, ho there. Today we're gonna do 5 things that I've learned in 50,000 miles of riding on my own. So, number 1 is don't be scared to try new things. Believe in yourself. You're capable of more than you know. You're capable of better and bigger things. You're capable of learning new things. What's the worst thing that could happen? I learned so much from just trying and falling down sometimes, but I learned so much from just believing in myself and doing things I never thought I could do. So believe in yourself. You got this. Number 2, this is a big one. Learn what you can do without. On a motorcycle, you've only got so much room. I know you see guys that look like they're taking their whole living room with them, but trust me, it's not that much space. So the less you take with you, the better off you'll be. Don't try and think of every eventuality. Think of the most common eventualities. And you only need 1 week of clothing with you. You're gonna be doing laundry, and I've got some tips on how to use only 1 week's of clothing and minimize on that. That's gonna be another video, but look at what you can do without. Do you really need that big bottle of shampoo? No. So really, think about what do you need? Do you need all that makeup with you? Minimize. Cindy Crawford in an article was once asked, what is the minimum makeup that you will leave home without? Brow pencil, mascara, and lipstick. Obviously, I'm not wearing any makeup, so I don't even subscribe to that one. But if I'm going out, that's all the makeup I'm gonna wear pretty much. I might bring an eyeshadow with me or something, but pretty minimalist. So think about it. What can you minimize? And guys, you can minimize too. I'm not saying that you have to wear your underwear outside one day and inside the other day, but minimize. Find ways to minimize what you're taking with you. What can you do without? As you're packing, pick up each thing and say, do I really need this? And what would I use it for? And if you can't think of what you would use it for that would be common, that you absolutely couldn't do without, then you don't need it. Okay, next. Number 3, practice loading and unloading your luggage. You're gonna find out things that you didn't expect when you're practicing loading and unloading your luggage, and it might dictate how you change loading and unloading your luggage. For example, I found out that I couldn't access my large bag, my large hard case on the left side when I had my 50-liter dry bag on the bike, because it covered up the lock on that side. On the right side, the exhaust was on that side, so the lock to the bag was a little bit farther out, so I could access the lock to the smaller luggage on the right side. So that meant that I shouldn't put any of my emergency equipment on the left side. I should put my oops kit and any other repair stuff that I have, any other stuff that I might need quickly, like change of gloves or an extra neckerchief or rain gear. That should go on the right side. Things that I need to access quickly should always be on that side that I can access when everything else is loaded up. So look at the way that you've got your stuff loaded and look for any kind of challenges like that, and look for different ways to pack everything. You might find that a certain way of loading your bags fits things better than another way of loading your bags. So practice loading and unloading, not just the bags on the bike, but things in the bags. Because Tetris is a thing, and if you practice loading and unloading several times before you go, you'll have it down, and when it's time to unpack, you'll know where everything is, and when it's time to load up, you'll know where everything belongs. So it'll make your loading and unloading, your packing and unpacking much more efficient, and you won't end up with Pandora's box that you got everything out and now nothing will fit back in. You've got more stuff than you came with, it seems like. Though you didn't accumulate any more stuff, it just won't all fit into the same space. Well, that's because you loaded it differently. So practice loading and unloading so you know where everything belongs. Okay, number 4, camping can be fun. Who'd have thunk it? That was the last thing on my want to do list. Absolutely last thing on my list. But there were some opportunities that I wanted to take advantage of that required camping. And I would recommend the first time you go camping, if you're not experienced, go camping as a group, go with a group. For example, I went to a rally. I went to the March Moto Madness for my first camping excursion. And that way, if you've forgotten anything or didn't know you needed something, then you can either beg, borrow, or make do with something somebody else loans you or shows you a way to work around. And you'll also see other people's setups and things that will make your life more comfortable, like, I didn't know I needed a camp chair. Who'd have thunk it? So I figured out that I needed a camp chair when I went camping with a group. And so somebody had an extra chair, so I didn't go all weekend without having something to sit on. But camping can be fun, and it expands your options of where to stay. That's a big one, because out west there aren't that many places that will put you up on Bunkabiker. There are a lot of gaps, and you don't want to limit yourself to only staying where you can find a place to stay. There are campsites and campgrounds all over where there's nothing else. So expand your opportunities to go places with camping. The next thing, you can eat healthier on the road. Yeah, you can eat healthier on the road than you do at home. So just avoid eating at roadside places, avoid eating fast food, avoid eating at gas stations, shop at the grocery store, be intentional, make sure you've left room in your luggage for food, and take your food with you. So I can't take a fresh salad with me, for example, but at a grocery store, I can buy one of those pre-made salads. So when I go to the grocery store, I'll get one of those, and that'll be my meal as I'm leaving the grocery store or at my first stop after the grocery store, so that it's fresh. But things like oranges and apples, those travel well. So you can take those with you for healthy snacks. Carrots are great. Carrots are a great snack. You'll figure out your own thing. I've got a video about road food, so you can see some specific suggestions. Fruit leather with peanut butter, Belvita crackers with peanut butter, you get the idea. You'll figure out your own favorites. If you're just thoughtful and intentional about it, you can actually eat better on the road. I lost weight, and people say I look healthier, I feel healthier when I travel. So think about how you can eat on the road and eat healthier. So yeah, those were my 5 things that I learned, 5 things I was kind of surprised about that I learned from 50,000 miles on the road. So number 1, don't be afraid to try new things. It's the worst thing that could happen. You might learn something. Number 2, learn what you can do without. It really helps you figure out what's important to you too. And when you're on the road on a motorcycle, you have a lot of time to think. So it really helps you figure out what's important. 3, practice loading and unloading your luggage. It'll help you when you get there so that you know where everything is, and it'll help you reload when it's time to go again. Number 4, camping can be fun. Who'd have thunk it? Camping, it's another adventure, and it really is fun if you're prepared for it. And then number 5, plan out your food, and you can eat healthier on the road than you do at home. Yeah, I do the roadside diner now and then, and I'll stop at a coffee shop now and then, but for the most part, I'm eating what's on my bike that I get at a grocery store. So I hope these tips are helpful. I hope it helps you kind of get inspired to get out on the road and have your own adventure, because that's really what life is about. Life is about having an adventure. And for your mental health, you need to get out and enjoy the outdoors more. So if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell after you subscribe. And as always, I do these so that you can go out and have your own adventure. So get out there and go have an adventure.